Good morning, everyone. My name is Jordan Weber. Again, I'm the marketing manager for Sages, and welcome to this week's blog. Our extremely hardworking marketing team has scoured the internet looking for the top 8 tech trends for businesses to keep an eye on in 2019. That's 5, I mean. So we're going to get started with a couple of these, and hopefully you'll find this list pretty useful. If you have any questions, you can always email marketing@sages.com. We're happy to provide some of the links and more information that we found on how we came across some of these articles. Trend to expect number 1, citizen development. Now, many of us are familiar with programmers, coding, the concept of someone kind of sitting there writing out endless streams of code to make all the programs work that we know and love. What we're going to be expecting to see is actually something called citizen development, and this is the creation of low code, so to speak, that enables everyday users like you and me to make modifications to the programs they use every day. Outlook might be an example. I don't have any specific examples yet, but you can imagine a graphical user interface with icons instead of these long strings and bits of code. If you wanted to change the nature of the program or the functionality of whatever it is you're using, you might just be able to drop that in, as opposed to asking for a software customization from the provider. Tech trend number 2, cloud computing. Now, we have all heard the term cloud computing, put it in the cloud, move me to the cloud, all these kind of things over and over and over and over again. We can only expect it to continue to grow. The cloud represents a secure, easy, scalable resource for companies to expand out their data computing power, data storage, web hosting, abilities and all that. We don't expect this to go anywhere anytime, so it's only going to continue to grow. So keep your eye on that. Tech trend number 3, IoT integration. IoT, or Internet of Things, has been, of course, in the news a lot lately, as many of us are buying smart refrigerators, smart thermostats, smart laundry machines. These are all IoT devices. So we expect these are going to continue to grow, but it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. Something to bear in mind about IoT devices, at least right now, they've historically been designed as set-it-and-forget-it devices. Once these things have been created, there's not a whole lot of thought given to ongoing security or management of these devices. And because they are static, so to speak, and not constantly updated and monitored, they're prone to attack. They're vulnerable, especially because they face the wider internet. What happens oftentimes is vulnerable devices like these can be hacked and turned against their owners. We don't mean to instill a whole lot of fear, but something that we'd like to see is more standardization of the IoT environment. Right now, Google has its own sort of ecosystem of IoT devices, as does Samsung, as does many, many other companies. There's not a whole lot of standardization between these different systems and how they should be managed, controlled, monitored, supported, etc. As the years go by, hopefully we'll see some standardization, but that's going to be necessary for the industry to help make these things inherently more secure. But we do expect to continue to see their growth just rise dramatically. Tech trend number 4, AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Computers will continue to become more and more advanced as time goes on. We've seen that for decades, and we will continue to see it for decades to come. How those computers are being used, those, of course, very, very exciting, as we're seeing a lot of changes and developments in that kind of sector of business technology. Expect to see a lot more adoption and growth of artificial intelligence, learning and machine learning platforms as their application. They're just finding new and new ways to use these tools every single day. Something that we do want to actually point out as well, we're going to have a link here in the bottom of this. There is a specific difference between the concepts of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Deep learning is actually a subset of machine learning, which is a subset of artificial intelligence. Not to get too much in the weeds, we'll have a link down at the bottom of the description of the video. You want to peruse through it, it's a great article and really kind of illustrates the differences very, very clearly. Tech trend number 5, autonomous vehicles. There's not a whole lot to report on this right now, except there's so many companies pouring so much manpower, resource, time, and effort into these projects that we only expect to see their presence continue to grow. Google has their autonomous driver project. I believe Uber has another one of theirs. We'll include a link down in the description of the article that we found some of these on, but expect to see this technology continue to grow at a very, very rapid pace in 2019. Tech trend number 6, blockchain. In case you haven't been beaten over the head with this term enough already in the past couple of years, we're going to do it again. That said, storing information across many computers, decentralizing data has become the cornerstone for blockchain, and its most visible face, cryptocurrency. However, this is only one of its applications. It will continue to grow as a secure method to share data. Blockchain may be one item on this list that will have repercussions throughout the world in all these other trends. It has the ability to affect autonomous vehicles, virtual reality, driverless cars, machine learning, etc. So it's something you really want to keep your eye on. It is a foundational technology that really could change the way we interact with a lot of other technologies. That said, it could be throttled by political implications. Blockchain runs a decentralized pool of compute resources with no respect for geopolitical boundaries. People have brought up a very good point that politicians do not like things beyond their control. So it's likely that we may start seeing some increased regulation of the blockchain technology industry, so to speak, as it continues to grow. Tech trend number 7 that you want to keep an eye out for in 2019, and that is the increased adoption of virtual reality and to a much higher degree, augmented reality. For those who are unaware of the difference, virtual reality gives you a newly realized world with graphics and environment and sound. Think of the fully enclosed headsets like an Oculus Rift or an HTC Vive. That's your virtual reality. Augmented reality reinterprets what's already present in the world and sort of overlays information on top of it. This is more along the lines of like Microsoft's HoloLens. These technologies, especially augmented reality, have seen very, very fast adoption, not in the consumer sector, but certainly in the industrial sector. Many companies are finding ways, especially in factories, plants, finding ways to keep workers more productive, safer, better informed by using these augmented reality headsets. It's very cool technology, and I think we should expect to see it grow by leaps and bounds, not just in 2019, but many years into the future. And finally, number 8, robotics, otherwise known as wobots. With AI taking a big leap as it has, with blockchain computing come along as it has, the popularity of drones being what they are and only growing from there, the arm that puts your car fender on at the factory, or the mini Zamboni that now cleans Walmart floors on its own. These are all examples of robotics at the cutting edge of the industry, and we're only going to continue to see new applications of robotics as these other technologies on this list continue to evolve. So keep an eye out. May not have a robot in your home yet, but we might be getting closer. Once again, my name is Jordan Weber. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been the top 8 tech trends we see for 2019. Please feel free to comment below. We'll have a bunch of links in the description, so if you want to check out any of our sources, please do. If you have any questions, suggestions for new blog videos, feel free to email marketing@satius.com. We'd love to hear your ideas. Other than that, that is about it. I'm going to pull that. I've always wanted to do that.